How are we doing, guys? Welcome to another predictions video. This time we are going off to the champions. We are over to Liverpool. Now, you might look at this lineup and think, why have you got Firmino playing up front? So Liverpool are this weird combo team where they all kind of merge in. Salah, Mane, Firmino. Wijnaldum's not really a cam, but it's kind of the only way I could fit them in a formation on FIFA with it kind of working roughly to what they play. We will go through the ratings. These guys are probably all going to get a boost because obviously they won the league by an absolute mile. They were so far clear, it was ridiculous. So they had 38 games played, 32 wins with only 3 losses, 85 goals for, 33 goals conceded, and 15 clean sheets, which only 13 were kept by Alisson. Now, I'm going to start with Alisson in goal because he was joint third place. You'll see me look over to the side quite a lot because I've got the stats up on the page over here. He was the third joint highest clean sheets, but he had joint with De Gea, Rui Patricio of Wolves, Dean Henderson of Sheffield United, and Kasper Schmeichel, and then Alisson. So there's 5 of them all tied on 13 clean sheets. Pope had 15 and Edison had 16. So, you know, he was kind of joint there in the middle. Liverpool not keeping as many clean sheets as maybe they would like to. I think Alisson might get a +1 because I do think he's still going to be one of the best keepers in the Prem. The issue, I think, is that he hasn't kept as many clean sheets. So he may stay at an 89. I don't think he's going to go down because Liverpool had a fantastic season. I can't see any of their player ratings going down. But Alisson, great sort of season, but was overshadowed by a couple of other goalkeepers. And he was actually kind of in there, like I said, with 5 other keepers for the clean sheets in third place. So not exactly the outstanding season for him. Right, now we go on to Trent at right back. This guy is going to get boosted massively, in my opinion, right? He's got to be. Now, the issue I have with Trent is I don't think his defence will get boosted that much because I don't think he's a great defensive right back. But, if you watch him for England, for example, when they play sort of more of a flat 4-4-2, he doesn't get forward as much, he doesn't have that freedom. But in Liverpool, he's absolutely incredible going forward because they've got the likes of Henderson and Fabinho that can sit back and hold for him. You know, he's an incredible talent. He's going to be a great right back for years and years and years. I think he's going to deserve at least a +2, if not a +3. I think he's got to be going to become one of the best right backs in the world. I think he'll go to an 84. I hope he goes to an 85, to be totally honest with you. He was second on the assist tally, right? De Bruyne had 20 assists, and then it's Trent on 13. So this guy was the second highest assisting player in the league. So I do think he's going to get boosted quite a bit. His crossing is going to get boosted surely to really high. His pace as well, because he's very quick. I don't think his defence or physical will go up too much though, because he's not as good defensively. His free kicks as well are fantastic, so I think he'll get a boost for those as well. We move on to Joe Gomez. Now, Joe Gomez kind of had a bit of a mix and match kind of season, I'd say. He's obviously a very good player, but I think where he's next to Van Dyke, who is arguably one of the best, probably the best defender in the world, he kind of gets, any mistakes get picked up on that Joe Gomez makes. I do firmly believe he'll get a boost. I think he'll go to an 82. He may go higher, but I really don't see it. I think personally 81 or maybe 82, but I'm hoping 82. He does look really, really good. He was good this year at the start of the game, so he'll probably be another good starter defender to have in your teams as well. We go over to Virgil Van Dyke. Now, this man's passing is only 70, but he completed the most passes in the whole of the Premier League. 3,259 passes. That was almost 700 passes more than second place, which was Rodrigo of Man City. So his passing has got to be boosted. He's an incredible defender. We know that. I don't know if he'll get any more of a boost. He's a 90 rated player already, right? So he's already up there. He had the most clearances at Liverpool with 162. Trent had 70. He had the most aerial battles won, 191. Joe Gomez had 70 in second. Van Dijk was the second highest interceptor with 40 when Trent had 45. So, Van Dijk has been picking up sort of accolades all over the park, really. I think I'd like to see him get boosted even more. I think he's the best defender in the world, so I think his rating should show that. I think he should go up to a 92 personally. Will he get that boost? I don't know, because he is already a 90. He's going to be an absolute monster in FIFA 21, though. Let's move on to Robertson. Now, he was third highest on the assists charts. He had 12, so he was in third place. But he's, again, one of those players that's been doing well for them. He was second assister, obviously, for Liverpool, just behind Trent. The most passes, he was second for Liverpool, 2,492. He's just been a solid player at left back. I think he'll probably maybe get a +1. I'd like to see him get more. I think this Liverpool team deserves a lot of boosts. I just don't know where it'll appear for Robertson. His passing probably, his crossing was incredible again this year. Fantastic talent. They've got a great defence. I do think that they'll all get boosted. I think maybe we'll see an 86 Trent and an 86 Robertson. The Liverpool defence is going to be absolutely mean to play against on any mode on FIFA 21. Now we go to Captain Fantastic, Jordan Henderson here in the CDM role. Now, Jordan Henderson was that kind of player that he was out injured just before the break for COVID, wasn't he? And they were losing. They lost about 2 or 3 in a row, I think it was, in various competitions because he was out the team. A lot of people will sort of say, "Oh, he's not that great. He's an average player." But Liverpool miss him when he's not in the team. They miss Jordan Henderson. He's one of those players that is just, he just does a job. He's always there. He's a great player for them, and they do miss him. He had the most amount of tackles with 63, so he's the man that's breaking up the play. I'm guessing his defence will go up quite a lot because of that, which will boost him quite nicely. I don't really think he picked up too many other sort of stats to note in the table there for Liverpool. But, he's a player that Liverpool miss when he's not there. His passing is good. He can spray the ball, short passes, long passes. He does get accused a lot of just passing the ball sideways rather than forward. But I think at the same time, he does try a lot of through balls to try and play the likes of Salah and Mane in behind. We'll switch over to Fabinho. He had quite a quiet season, I would say. I can't see him getting boosted, but I can't see him dropping. Again, part of a fantastic Liverpool team that walks the league. I don't really think anything's going to change. He might get more defence, more physical, because again, he was only 1 tackle behind Jordan Henderson in the stats there. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on with that. I don't know. He had 6 yellow cards, so his aggression might go up. He's the second highest yellow carded player for Liverpool behind Gomez. So I think Fabinho will probably stay the same, and I probably think that's quite a fair reflection on him. Wijnaldum. Again, this formation, like I said, Wijnaldum's not really a player that plays up top or in behind. Just for the sake of the FIFA formations that they have, this is the easiest one for me to find. I feel like he's the player, he's kind of got a bit of everything. He's quite good going forward, he's got a good, decent amount of speed, he's quite strong, he can break up the play, he can dribble with the ball, he can pass, he can shoot. But he's not your megastar, superstar player at Liverpool. He kind of sort of flies under the radar a bit. Picks up a few goals here and there. I think I remember packing him as a red player pick in like week 1 or 2 of this FIFA 20. So, he's a player that I think, will he get a boost or will he not? I think 84 is quite fair for him because he's just one of those players that he does a job. He does a good job at everything he does. But he's not the standout man. He's not the man grabbing the headlines for all the goals. He's not the man grabbing all the assists. So he just kind of, he's almost just on the pitch, but he doesn't get all the credit that he deserves. I do think he'll probably stay at 84. Probably a player we could talk about quite a bit actually of whether he will get boosted or not. But let's move on to the magic front 3 of Liverpool. Mo Salah, top scorer for Liverpool with 19 goals, just 1 ahead of Sadio Mane. He had the most amount of shots. He had 132. Firmino in second on 99. The most offsides as well with 20. So his attack positioning maybe will get slightly affected by that. But he's fast, he can finish, he can dribble with the ball, he's not the strongest, he doesn't really defend much, his passing is decent. I don't know if he'll go up though. I don't know if he'll get boosted. He had 19 goals, so he was 5th for the Golden Boot this year. He was 4th for assists on 10, tied with David Silva and Son Heung-min of Tottenham. I just don't think I see him getting boosted above 90. I think he'll probably stay at 90. He's a fantastic talent, don't get me wrong. A few seasons ago when he had that one great season, his first season at Liverpool, I said, give it time, let's see if he's fantastic. Would it be a one-season wonder? Would he carry it on? He has definitely carried on the form he showed when he joined Liverpool, and he's a fantastic talent. We go over to Sadio Mane now, who, does he deserve more? Just 1 goal less than Salah. A lot less shots as well though. Salah had 19 goals in 132 shots. Mane 18 goals in 77 shots. Now, the assists as well, He's not far behind Salah. He got 7 assists, which isn't fantastic, but it's not terrible. He had 6 less offsides as well. So I think we could see Mane increase slightly. I think he might go to an 89, but maybe he'll stay at 88. It's going to be close, 88 or 89. Now, this is a man that's going to get spoken about a lot. Firmino. A lot of people sort of say, oh, he's overrated because he doesn't grab the headlines with his goals. He doesn't necessarily grab all the headlines with assists. But he's always there. He's kind of like your key playmaker. The ball goes through him before it goes out to the man that gets the assist almost. You know, he did get 9 goals this season. It's a lot less than obviously Salah and Mane. But, you know, he was up there. He still scored 9. His assists, he got 8 as well. So he got 1 more assist than Sadio Mane. Like I said, he doesn't really grab all the headlines. But he's a player that is solid for Liverpool and plays well every time he puts on the shirt. I think he'll probably stay as an 86. Could we see an 87? Possibly. I think it'd be very, very harsh if he gets downgraded. Because he's a fantastic player. But I guess sometimes his stats don't show how good of a player he is. But I don't know. What do you think of Firmino? Let me know. Now on the bench, there's not really too much to shout about on the bench here. Tsimikas is a brand new player coming to Liverpool. I don't know how on earth he's got on at Olympiacos. So I've got no idea. He's just going to basically provide a bit of competition, a bit of backup to Robertson. I guess he might get boosted to like a 75. So he's a rare gold for Liverpool. Minamino didn't really do too much this year. So I can't really see him getting boosted. He's definitely not a silver player. But I can't see him being boosted at all. Similar sort of thing with Origi. I can't see him getting boosted or knocked down, to be honest. Again, didn't really do much, gets a few opportunities off the bench. You've obviously got the likes of Milner, Naby Keita. I can't see those guys getting boosted either because they didn't have massive impacts this year. Milner's just a guy that can play in any position, does a fantastic job. Do let me know what you guys think of the team though. I'm obviously just trying to include the main 11 and then maybe 3 sort of subs that could come on quite regularly. Do let me know what you think of the Liverpool squad. Have I got it right? Do leave a thumbs up, do subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you for another prediction video very soon.